So Tristan and I have been in Tasmania about 20 years. We had a friend and he gave us a tin of Leatherwood honey, and that started us on this journey. Leatherwood honey is unique in the world. It has a couple times won Best Honey worldwide. Chefs around the world just love it because there really is nothing like Leatherwood. It's a little bit hard to describe. It's kind of a floral, spicy taste that encapsulates the rainforest. Everyone should try it.
You can see they're very strong from the reasonable Leatherwood year that we had this year. Leatherwood is very good for them in terms of the health benefits. Not all honeys are created equal. Some have many more health-giving compounds, both for us and the bees.
We have just recently had a PhD student do her work on the medicinal value of leatherwood. There are very high antibacterial properties, antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, antifungal. All of those are showing very high in leatherwood. When Tasmania was connected to South America as Gondwana and then separated, there is a cousin to the leatherwood in South America, in Chile. This honey is called Ulmo honey, and they market it as a medicinal honey. So they have done a lot of the research. And so I'm hoping to travel to Chile and meet up with the beekeepers and go into some of the labs where they do the honey testing and bring some of that knowledge back to Tasmania.
We tend to get honey for about 2 months of the year. So we are taking care of our bees for 10 months of the year. The short season that we have here, that severely limits the amount of honey that we can take from a hive. So if the leatherwood fails, there's intensive care that's required so that they survive the winter.
Unlike the mainland, where there are numerous eucalypt species and other species of trees for honey, Tassie relies on leatherwood. Leatherwood is at minimum 70% of our honey crop.
So we get a much smaller amount of honey from our brother mainland producers, and who quite often can get honey for 10 months of the year. We therefore have to charge a higher price because the honey obviously is in much smaller quantities for a much smaller period of time. Although we stand by that Leatherwood is the best honey in the world, so Leatherwood is truly our focus.
Without leatherwood, we really don't have an industry. Not only does it feed the bees and produce honey for us, it is super important for our agricultural sector. So it's really important for our industry to feed the bees, keep the bees really strong, so that we can do pollination in the spring. Tasmania produces more and more fruits and veggies and cereal crop. The state government has an AgriVision target of 10 billion for 2050. Without bees, there's no way they can reach that. Without leatherwood, we can't keep our bees strong enough to do that. For the past 60 years, we've been battling forestry to leave the leatherwood alone. They don't even want the leatherwood. Leatherwood trees grow in a multi-species forest. They come in and they just bulldoze the entire forest. They pull out the nice straight tall logs that they want and they burn the rest. So they're really contributing to destruction of the planet in numerous ways by this practice. They'll then go in and plant one species, predominantly the blue gum, whereas every year these forests produce millions of dollars worth of honey and then up to billions of dollars worth of pollination. It's such a short-term vision that this forestry industry has, and we're out to try to, after 60 years, try to make some changes.